All praise due to the Fahrenheit slang. It is the slangs that brings us here together. All praise due to the Fahrenheit slangs, yo. It is the slangs that brings us purpose. It's the Fahrenheit. Back again. Juntos with purpose. It's the Fahrenheit. My name is First Degree, the DE. You done found your way to where the urban intellectuals gather. Okay, you done found it your way to the spot where the urban intellectuals gather. Okay, we got a special episode today, man. Special episode. I'm going to talk about my pops. Just passed away last week. Last Fahrenheit hour, I got a message. I told you I had to go check on him. And I spent the night with him, and that's when he passed. I'm going to tell you about that on the Fahrenheit hour. Last time we were together, I don't know if you remember, but the DE did. Okay, last time we were together, I don't know if you remember, but the DE did. Y'all had requested the story behind Blackula. Okay, y'all had requested the story behind Blackula. Brother Lynch hung, First Degree the DE, Funk Beta. Okay, in our second to last episode, we was live from Area 51. Okay, we're going to talk about that. We got so much to get of dear today. Back on the Fahrenheit hour, we're going to talk about those two things and a little more. Checking the chat. Before I begin, I'm checking the chat. Overkill Wraith and the Duck is in the building. Anonymous. Let's go. Carlos. Salute Wraith. A message from the slangs. May the slangs allow our thoughts to drive us as they come and go amongst the frequency. I'm gonna say that one again. May the slangs allow our thoughts to guide us, shape this world, and allow us to come and go with the frequency. It's all the frequency. I cannot emphasize that enough, yo. You can call it whatever religion, you can practice whatever kind of culture you gonna practice. The fact is this is one frequency. Respect it. May the slangs allow us to grow and change and adapt each day. May the slangs allow the child in us be proud of the adult we've become. May the slangs allow the child in us be proud of the adult we've become. May the slangs allow us even enjoy doing hard things, especially if they're uncomfortable. May the schlangs give us the willpower to even enjoy doing hard things, especially if they're uncomfortable. I tell this to my students all the time. We're gonna be masters of what other people hate. Okay? We are gonna be masters of what other people hate to do moving forward. Ooh, thank you, Almighty of Schlangs. May the schlangs allow us to be strong even when we're scared. May the schlangs allow us to be strong even when we're scared. May the schlangs allow us to accept our body how it is now. May the schlangs allow us proud to be here. May the schlangs allow us to recognize that our needs are important too. Stop yourself, Almighty of Schlangs. Stop yourself, Almighty of Schlangs. May the schlangs make us recognize that our needs are important too. Now, I've been looking at the stats of the show. We're all over the world in spots. I know it's the most intelligent of intelligent, but we're mostly males. We're mostly of males. So what I'm going to say is this. A lot of times we're taking care of everybody else. And that's what we're supposed to do, but make our needs needed too and make us not focused too. Thank you, Almighty of Schlangs. Oh, stop yourself. May the schlangs allow us to be good enough, strong enough, brave enough, capable enough, and smart enough to fulfill our destiny. May the schlangs allow us to be good enough, strong enough, brave enough, capable enough, and smart enough to fulfill our destiny. May the schlangs remind us that this is our space and we deserve the space we take up. May the schlangs allow it to be okay to not feel okay. Hey, one of the reasons I hopped back on the Fahrenheit after my dad's passing is because I need us again. I need you again. Okay? Mighty exchange of ideas. Last one, let me get one more. This one had a lot. The schlangs had a lot to say, but Almighty of Schlangs, may I allow the program to proceed one more and I'll save the rest for next of program. Thank you, Almighty of Schlangs. Let's get a real good one for the last one. I want the best. Where was that one when I read Almighty of Schlangs? Oh, thank you, Almighty of Schlangs. Last one. May the schlangs allow us to recognize that perfection doesn't exist, yo. We don't need to be perfect to love who we are. Stop yourself, Almighty of Schlangs. May the schlangs allow us to recognize perfection doesn't exist, yo. We don't need to be perfect to love who we are. Fahrenheit, thank you, Almighty of Schlangs. Holla at your boy in the chat. Now, I wanted to save that one for the last one because I'm a little rusty for the Fahrenheit. I wasn't sure how I was going to hop back in the flex. But this I knew. I knew we needed each other right now. Okay, I need you. You need me. We needed each other to start to get back on the grind. Okay, I knew that. I also knew that it's not about being perfect, you know? This episode may not be perfect, but the point is for us to get back on the grind, you feel me? So I was like, nah, just schedule it. Just hop on the grind with your folks. I'm already glad I did on the Fahrenheit, this special edition, yo. All right, now, moving forward. Let me get a drink. Moving forward. A lot of news been going on with our channel. Okay, with our channel and with the movie Underbelly Sound Wars. Okay, things been happening. Last time we were together, we conjured up the spirit of ODB. Okay, last time we were together, we conjured up the spirit of ODB to get things going in New York. Okay, to get things going in New York. Okay, because our distribution company, the Orchards in New York, Big Chris in the building. Hanging in there, Big Chris. That's why I'm doing this again, so we could be together again. You know, I need y'all right now. I need some support. It's the mighty of Schlang, so I'm hopping back on the fair. All right, so I got good news and not so good news on the Fahrenheit Records tip. Okay, I'm gonna start with the news. It's just a quandary. Okay. I'm gonna start with the news. It's just a quandary that I need y'all's ideas on. Okay, Max in the building. Now, if you notice in the chat, one of the things I put in the chat was we back. A link we gonna talk about later. But then the third thing I put up in the chat was this. What's your non-music sack rap TV idea? Okay, so right now throughout the show, what is your non-music sack rap TV idea? Let me explain why we got to do this way. Okay, as you know, we had the channel going, but the distribution company's licensing ended up communicating with the YouTubes and the Hypnots, and the channel went down. So I've been communicating with them on how to play my own music, go through New York, approve it through Silicon Valley in the YouTubes and let me play my own music. Okay, I understand the situation and it's a lot going on with it. Okay, so they hit me back. Okay, thank you, ODB. Blackula, Zoo, what? My ninja. Okay, they hit me back. And they basically said they don't give permission to just like a channel, a live broadcast. Okay, so I sent them. That's why I pre-made the one. Okay, I pre-made a live, sent it to them. Was like, I want to play it on this. Okay. They said they don't do it like that, but they would have to the distributor would have to demonetize my channel. And like everything on my channel is mostly my music videos. So I'm still trying to figure all that out. Okay. It's a lot going on. It's just a lot of fine tune. Just trying to make a place where we gather. But that's the thing though. I realized that I can still make a place where we gather. Okay. I can still make a place where we gather. But I can't start with music videos in like the movie Underbelly Sound Wars like I had planned. It's taken a long time. It's a long process. But I can play other things. Okay? I can play other things because the system is built it like you see. So I need the energy of the Schlangs, yo, the sons of Fahrenheit. You put in the chat ideas for non-music ideas for our channel so I can get it going. One thing I learned that I could do is this. I can download these lives and replay them. I repeat, I found out how I can download these lives and replay them. I'll be sure to have some kind of replay on it so you know it's not the live. We still get the Fahrenheit going. Okay, we still have the Fahrenheit going live, but when it's not live, we have replays. So that's one idea. We got news. Okay, I might have to do some homework, but we got news. So I'm looking in the chat. I'm gonna be looking in the chat for non-music ideas for our channel that we building. Okay, so that's the news. It's just a long journey, but I understand what's going on now. I have more of an insight what's getting dead on the fan. No one will stop us, though. No one will stop us. Okay? No one will stop us. It's the fair. Now, let me give you the good news. It's the Fahrenheit. Bear. Now let me give you the good news. Ironically, the day after my dad's passing, after a month, not a month is too comfortable. Not a month, after a month of torture, caption hell, individually typing every single word from Underbelly Sound Wars to appear perfectly when it's supposed to appear. Anytime you watch captions from now on, thank the person who typed them. It takes so much work, yo. After emerging from caption hell, after a month of work, after emerging from having this idea for 15 of years, yo. Underbelly Sound Wars, the series. After birthing the script that took all kind of zombie focus. Learning how to write scripts took, excuse me, going back a step. First, I wrote it like a book, yo. First, I wrote it like a book, yo. It got to the point where I learned that all this AI, and I was like, now is the time this story has to get told, my dude. So I wrote it like a book, yo. Then I turned it into a script and learned how to write scripts. Okay, Underbelly Sound Wars as a script. Then I had to learn AI. Then I had to learn AI. We're talking about a month. And then when I learned, for a whole month straight, because I only had a month subscription, yo. You know how we do. We not big money and all that. We down to the bone. So I had to do I gave myself 1 month of generating AI videos for the Underbelly Sound Wars. So I was off of summer break too, just non-stop. Woke up in the morning, the people, the sons have to see this. I take a break. And I think of the sons of Fahrenheit when they see this, it's gonna change lives. I get back. Oh my goodness, I was a zombie. I was a zombie doing those AI generations for the Underbelly Sound Wars, my dude. That was a month, and then afterwards editing. Oh my god, I got a slow computer. My computer was old when I got it a decade ago. It was already outdated when I bought it 10 years ago. And I don't know how to do all the cleaning the computer. So we talking about a slow computer, my dude. Editing a whole TV series, 35 minutes an episode. I get editing, waiting for the computer, back on it, and then I get tired, and I just think of the Sons of Fahrenheit. I need to see this story. This story has to be told, yo. Waiting. I don't know what's worse, being a zombie but being productive on the editing, or waiting for my slow computer to render and do whatever, the chipty jams and the chipty nine. I mean, sometimes just moving, just the spinny ball. Damn, the spinny ball. Anyone who works with the slow computer knows what I'm talking about the spinny ball. Holler at me in the chat if you understand, if you've ever had a slow computer and you know what I'm talking about, the spinny ball, when you try to do something and instead of just doing what it's supposed to do, Instead of just doing what it's supposed, it ends up just giving you the spinny ball. Holla at me in the chat. Indeed, Leyland. Now let's go. After all that work, man, having to edit, having to re-edit, we got the movie out. We all enjoyed it live on the YouTube. And the reason I wanted to do that was to test it before. I told you one day, I need to know how we feel about it first, because I made it for us, you feel me? Made it for me, I made it for you, okay? So I just put it on the YouTube. The response y'all gave, it didn't need to go viral. I wanted to know what y'all thought. Okay, I wanted to know what y'all thought. Then I see Overkill in the chat talking Dead Waves language. I know we got this, Young. I know we got this, Young. Okay? I know we got this. So anywho, let me get to the point of the story. On the day of the day after his passing, I got the email, yo. Got the email. Underbelly Sound Wars has been accepted for distribution. Underbelly Sound Wars had been accepted for distribution. Underbelly Sound Wars has been accepted for worldwide major distribution. I told the world, you better get in on this with us and the Sons of Fahrenheit. Get in on it now. Watch it now, because there's going to be a day where all kind of people are going to be claiming to see it first and have cracked it open and telling their friends like they discovered something new when it was really you, the mighty Sons of Fahrenheit, that discovers it first. Y'all got it. If you haven't seen it, the series is called Underbelly Sound Wars. Better hurry up and see it, because about, what was that, a week ago, it was finally, after caption hell, book writing, I can't call it hell, that was kind of fun to me. Script writing hell, but that was hard. AI generation zombieism, which was kind of fun. Editing, which was rough because it's a computer. I can't imagine having a real computer like these other people. Gosh. Caption hell. Oh my God, every word. There was so many problems. The last time they sent me an edit, they said there's 3 commas missing. And they didn't tell me where they were. They said there's 3 commas missing and they didn't tell me where they were. Do you understand the mental pressure? Oh my goodness, anywho, after all that work, testing it with y'all, watching it with y'all, it got accepted, okay? Then, once it was accepted, a major company came sniffing around, declined. That's cool. Another major company came sniffing around our movie, declined. All right. Thanks for watching. Then here came a third. Fossum TV. Those who've seen the low-key series, Marvel, He Who Remains. Then here came Fossum TV. Chime. Then came Fossum TV, watched our movie. They took in our mighty Fahrenheit existence, accepted our movie for licensing, yo. Throw the party. We are official. We are officially distributed. We are officially Fahrenheit Films, a distributed company. Throw the party. I repeat, Fahrenheit Films. Well, the other one was the History of Sacramento Rap was on Amazon Prime. But this is different, yo. This is so different. This is different. Not only will it be on the Fossum TV and the Roku's and the whip the and the whip man. So now Fossum and all them, they're taking it to the Apple TVs and the YouTube TVs and now they gotta decide. They may decline our offer, that's all right. But the fact that we got this one is putting us on the map. So I'm gonna let y'all know when it hits. Movies take forever to come out. Okay? Movies take forever to come out. So it's not gonna be anytime soon. But we are in there. We are officially licensed. You are a filmmaker. I repeat, you are a filmmaker. We made it, y'all. That's a big deal. So, but then I was like, all right, let me go check out the competition. Okay. My next thought was this. Let me check out the competition. So I go on Fossum and check. I see Denzel Washington and Charlie Sheen. Oh Lord. I see all these superstar movies and TV shows. I'm like, oh, this is the competition. But then I thought about this. None of these shows, and this is a quote from y'all when we were watching live Juntos, Together Young. This is a quote that you guys put in the chat when we were watching Underbelly Sound Wars live together. You said there's nothing like this on TV. Somebody said that in the chat, yo. And it made me realize I'm going through these TV shows, I'm going through these movies. But the mighty Fahrenheit Schlangs has directed myself and the sons of Fahrenheit to accumulate, gather, and make this masterpiece of a TV series. I believe that it will stand out amongst all these superstars. What do y'all think, man? Our competition, I went on Fossum TV and they got all kind of stars and all kind of shows. It's been, but there is nothing that holds our spirit within them. Like this product, this movie that we put out, man. I keep calling it a movie. Feel me? I am king in the beard. Uriel, I was wondering. I was wondering if I had lost you. But I just had to take a break, get my mind back. Yeah, I had to take a break. So, long story short, Underbelly got accepted for major distribution, and the first major studio has accepted it. It will be on your Roku, maybe your Apple TV, and all this. It's just gonna be our movie. It ain't perfect. There's some sound. When I was doing the voiceover for Underbelly Sound Wars, I was in all different parts of the house. So parts of it I'm in the garage studio, Fahrenheit Studios. Parts of it I was in the laundry room. Why was I in the laundry room? I can't remember. But because, okay. So, in order for my family, in order for me to get musical favors and like projects, I gotta wait till Father's Day and my birthday. Okay, I repeat. In order to get musical favors from my family, it has to be that's what I always have my present be. Hop in the booth, get in this movie, get on the. So this time it was Underbelly Sound Wars, and I got my family all throughout, including my dad. We're gonna talk about he's in Underbelly Sound Wars as the angry old man, and he's in Game Day. Not that one, the one the rap song. But anywho, it's all out there. The thing is, we're gonna have to watch it, okay? They're gonna be watching how many hits it gets and all that. So we're gonna have to watch it, so I'll keep you posted. It's the Fahrenheit. Now, I was worried about this, but I'm actually looking forward to this, y'all. Thank you, King. That's what I'm saying. So, let me get in the chat before I do. I saw a chat say I should do voiceovers. So that's the thing. I've been trying to doing this licensing, and I'm part of this company to get my music and movies. But I already know DE music is too abstract. That's fine. But then I had to do my own voiceover young. I had to do my own movie young. Sometimes it bees that way, young. Ryan, you feel me, young. Shob, you feel me, young. Let me get in the chat. I'm in the chat. Started from the beginning, yo. Yeah, I'm thinking about. I had it. I had it in production. An underbelly comic book. An underbelly comic book available on Amazon Prime. I mean, on Amazon. I have been thinking about that. I would use the layouts I made and just like create a nice combo boo. That's what we used to call them. So that's funny you mentioned that. All praise due, y'all. It's the slangs that keeps us with purpose. The chat is on fire, yo. I could just look at this all the time, all day. Funk Beta, second to last time I was on the channel. We was at the Area 51. K was still working on that. K was still working on Mo and Mo of shows. Non-music ideas that we want to do, that we control, that we learn from each other. Ideas. All right, I'm reading the chat. Carlos. Robo, I will never abandon your teaching. No, wait, what did he say? So I failed you, Robo D. Don't look at me like that, Robo D. Don't look at me like that, Robo D. Don't look at me like that, Robo D. Don't look at me like Robo. I'm in the chat, man. I love reading. Man. This is what I needed, y'all. I needed y'all now. Oh, okay. I Am King has heard of Folsom. Okay, that reminds me. Now that we have major distribution, Tubi has the option to pick up our movie. Okay, so shouts out to Tubi. So I'm like, I didn't know much about Tubi. I didn't know. I wanted to learn more about the Tubester. So I went on Tubi. I think that's okay. They got some cultural. Okay? They got some cultural. Okay, then I started seeing TikToks of bad Tubi movies. I started receiving TikToks of bad Tubi moments, and some of them were kind of bad. There was one where this dude shot this woman or guy, and then he started running, and he just fell, and they just decided to keep it. Oh my god, they got all kind of people getting hit with shovels very lightly, and they just, oh my goodness. Have y'all ever seen those Tubi? I know they're the king of the independent. That's so the moral of the story is after all seeing all these Tubis, all these weird they gotta accept our movie, yo. Tubi gotta accept our movie. Tubi, just, come on, the Tubester. Come on, the Tubester. It's the fair. Now we're going over the time today. I already know I ain't gonna look at the time. All right, I'll look at the time. We're going over the time today. I already know because I miss y'all. I miss this. So we're going over the time today. Going over the time. I'm in the chat. Anything mainstream is on repetitive loop, right? That's what they do. You right. That's why the Battle of the Underground, that movie had to be about the battle of expression. The only way left we got is the underground, yo. That's why that movie had to be about that. That's a good point. Good point. All right, we're moving forward on the Fahrenheit Hour. Now, freshly up on Sack Rap TV. My pops passed away. I want to read his obituary. It's not his obituary, it's an article that we put up. SacramentoRap.com. Now, last time we were together, I told you I had to check on my pops. I got word. Hey, we were gonna do the beta show. Went over there. And something just told me, man, you better get to the hospital right now, yo. Got to the hospital, spent time with Pops, glad I did. And he died that night. So I'm going to read you guys a story about him, okay? John Colin is his name. Dr. John Neely Colin, a distinguished educator, community leader, and devoted family man, passed away at the age of 81. Born April 9th, 1944, in Warren, Arkansas. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. 1944, Warren, Arkansas. Now, if y'all don't know about Arkansas, it's a different place. The hands are in the dirt. They're really smart. The hands in the dirt are really knowledgeable about nature and they're really close to each other. So they grew up really close down there, okay? And my dad had 11 brothers and sisters. Arkansas is just a different place, young. Dr. Colin was the youngest of 11 children. He was preceded in death by his siblings, Mary Orice Hammonds, Ulysses Colin Jr., James Albert Colin, Eddie D. Colin, which you guys heard me talk about a little bit, Freddie V. Colin, Joseph Colin, Helen Lowe, Avis Sue Wilson, my Aunt Sudie, which you guys heard me talk about, and Raymond Colin. He is survived by his sister, Shirley Tollfree. A man of deep faith, Dr. Colin was baptized at an early age in New Bethel AME Church in Warren, Arkansas. The Salt. His commitment to the Lord led him to a lifelong involvement in the work and fellowship of the St. Paul Church of Sacramento. Dr. Colin graduated from Warren High School in 1952 and later attended Tuskegee Institute, now Tuskegee University, in Alabama, where he earned a degree in biology and health education. He continued his education at the University of Michigan, obtaining a master's of public health. His passion for education led him to earn a PhD in gerontology, let me get this right, gerontology and social welfare at Brandeis University in Boston, Massachusetts. Boston, that's how they talk out there. Boston. In 1976, Dr. Colin and his family moved to Sacramento, California, yo. So I moved here when I was 2 years old. I was born in Memphis, Tennessee, but moved to Sacramento when I was 2, never looked back. Where he began a social career in social work at California State University of Sacramento. He became the first dean of the College of Health and Human Services in 1981, leading the college for 14 years. During his tenure, he directed curriculum development, coordinated program implementation, and secured numerous grants. He was also active in various community organizations, including the United Way of Greater Sacramento, the California State Board of Nursing Home Examiners, and the Sacramento Urban League. After retiring from academia, Dr. Colin continued his work in social services as a special research consultant for the California Department of Corrections. In his spare time, he enjoyed fishing, gardening, storytelling, and singing. He was a member of the St. Paul Church of Sacramento's choir and the men's chorus of the Sacramento Ebony Chorale. Dr. Colin is survived by his wife, Candace Lorraine Wilson Colin, whom he married in 1970. Their sons, Michael Neely Colin and Taryn Wilson. Yes, my middle name is Neely. And Taryn Wilson Colin and his grandchildren, Josiah, Eddie, Thomas, Soraya, Carmen, Gabriel, and Amira. He is also survived by a sister, Shirley Tollfree, sister and brother-in-laws, LaDonna and Michael Dean, and Constant and Merle Wilson, and a host of nieces and nephews, cousins, and friends. Dr. Cullen's legacy is one of dedication and in education, service to the community, and wavering love for his family. He will be deeply missed for those who knew him. Dr. Cullen's life work continued to inspire those who strive to make a positive impact in their communities. His contributions to education and social welfare have left a mark on Sacramento and beyond. As we remember Dr. Cullen, we celebrate a life well lived, a life dedicated to learning, service, and love. May his memory continue to inspire future generations to pursue knowledge, serve others, and cherish family. Rest in peace, Dr. Cullen. Now, I also want to share some insight with me, with my perspective. My dad was a really strong person as far as willpower. Okay, he fought a lot of battles and he always won his battles. Okay, and he's looking over us now. He's looking over me and I am you. Okay? I did get a lot from my dad. I'm in the chat. I did get a lot. So read that article on SacramentoRap.com. I did get a lot of him. So when I spoke at his funeral, one of the things I thanked him for was my quirkiness. So all the little weird stuff like that voice in my head, I tell you when I write the word comfortable in the raps, and like I tell you that voice, no, why don't you say comfortable? No, say comfortable. That's because he has those quirks. So the quirks I definitely got from him. Music, he's definitely a musician. So shouts out to Pops. Thanks for y'all being there for your boy. Get a drink. Thanks for being patient. I had to just take a moment, be with the fam, and just take it all in, and plan the funeral and make the video and do all that. It's the Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit. It's a new world, okay? It's a new world. My willpower is stronger than ever. Okay, the fight is stronger than ever. Okay, the fight is stronger than ever now. I got something new in me now. It's just more fight. So feel that. Now, it's the Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, but last time we were together, y'all requested that I do Blackula and explain it. So I want you to picture this. Okay? Imagine it's 98. Okay? 1998. Just made seconds away. We're in the studio, Sacramento. Brother Lynch hung, Funk Beta, First Degree to D. Emo was there. I think that was my first time meeting Emo, matter of fact. He was there that day. Seconds away, we just made it in the studio. They had just come back with Ice-T. They did all that in LA. Got back, we finished it in the studio. Wait, AI clip, this is important. Dang, I forgot to say. Anywho, we get back. It's time to work on Planet Zero. As you already know, we did Outer Limits first. Okay, we did Outer Limits first, but then it was time to make a hit where we all contributed. And when a normal person like I had explained it this before, when the normal group of people say everybody contributes, that means one person does a beat, one person does a rap, one person does a rap, one person does a rap. I'm gonna repeat myself. When the average of level frequency, when they get ready to get together to do a hit record, one person does the beat, someone else does the rap, someone else does the rap, they do the chorus, someone else does the rap. So, but nah, young. When I say we came together to do a song, young, I'm not talking about separate. Okay, I'm not talking about. So it was time to make a record where we all participated. So this is how this went down. The song Blackula. Some folks live and some folks die. Some folks laugh and some folks cry. Some folks rob and some folks steal. I've done my share, but I've climbed and healed. That's why Blackula. So I wrote that part first. Okay? Sang it for Lynch, sang it for Beta. It was a rap young. Some folks live and some folks die. Some folks laugh and some folks cry. Some folks laugh and some steal. I've done my share, but I've climbed that hill. That's why Blackula. Sang it for them. They was feeling it. I remember like it was yesterday, young. Brother Lynch said, let me at it first. The Brother Lynch hung says, let me at it first. What am I supposed to do? I'm talking peak after season while working on Loaded. Brother Lynch hum comes to you, tells him, let me at this song first. What you think my response is? What else supposed to say on that? What else am I supposed to say on that? So he goes in there, makes the drums for the whole song, yo. He makes drums, only drums. But it wasn't a sequence, it's like a math sentence, okay, of 8 to 16 to 12 bars. Not just one sequence of drums. He makes a whole song of drums, but just the drums. He comes out. First degree the D goes in. He comes out. So the drums on Blackula, first of all, it starts with the chorus. Then the Brother Lynch hung goes in and does the drums. It's already a hit. The rest is like going down a slide. First degree the D goes in and drops the bass line to the whole song since it was already made as a skeleton from Kevin Mann. First degree the D drops the bass line to the whole song, but that's it. Come out. They were using I want to say an AR-15, but that's a gun. Was there a computer sequencer called an AR? It was an AR something. I don't know if they just called it an AR-15 or was it really called it, but they had an AR something sequencer that they were using at the time. I come out and it was they had like this lab. Beta knows how to build. Beta built Area 51 from scratch. 2 Fahrenheit hours ago, I took you guys to Area 51. As you see, it was a nice studio. The works. Beta built it from scratch. I have pictures of Beta in his backyard measuring. I'm going to say that again. I have pictures of Beta in his backyard measuring. Laying down the foundation. Now it's Area 51, a worldwide known studio. Anywho, back in the day, he was doing all this, but what I was getting did was this. The golden mic, here's my, what's the word on it? Artifact. Okay, here go my artifact. Decades of bus made on this mic. Decades of bus made on this mic. Thank you, Royale. That sounds right. ASR 10, that does sound right. Thank you, sir. Okay, that's what I was doing my thing on. True of bus, King. Most true of bus. Okay? That's what I was getting at. But Beta built his from scratch. Okay, but this is before that. At the time, it was just a room in a house on Winding. You feel me? In Sacramento. Lynch goes in there, does the drums, comes out. I go in there, do the bass line. I come out, tag, Beta, you're it. Stop yourself. Why isn't rap music made like this anymore? I even am a victim myself. Why isn't rap made like this? Brother Lynch hits the. Why are you guys see so much white? Brother Lynch hits the lab, comes out, tags first degree the D, you're it. Tag, I go and do the bass line, tag funk beta, you're it. You're doing the strings and the piano. Okay, you're doing the strings and the piano. It's an orgy of music finesse. The talent is unbearable. The reason we're talking about Blackula 30 years later. The reason Blackula is in the chat getting requested 30 years later is because the magic that went into all that. It wasn't just one at a time. I went back in. Lynch went back in. It was just everybody touching that beat, yo. And then the raps. And then the raps. What are we talking about, young? History was getting birthed off. Now, I'm a man who loves to talk about the present and ideas for the future. We talked about that all the time, every day. I don't even think about the past, okay? The glory days, that is not me. I'm open to new music. I'm always thinking about the future, okay? The future ideas, ideas. But y'all asked it. So I went back to memory lane and I'm recalling all these feelings and they got my juices going. And I'm just thinking that was history being made dead. And they don't even make music like that anymore, man. We're three up and coming legends is touching the beat, all working on the song in the same space, talking about the song, not sending it through the interwebs and the MySpace and the Insta chat and the Twittergrams. But I don't mind all that either. Just a new era. New era. Now it was dope. Had to put that "Don't Be My Pleasure" on that. I know Lynch asked me to put that on there. He said, I need a song for Now Eat. It's like, all right. What song? And he said, you know what song. Oh my goodness. It's the fair night out. Now, since we talked about Blackula, it is my duty. It is my duty to end the program with explaining the lyrics and busting Blackula my part. Hey, it is my duty to explain the lyrics to Blackula and bust them on the bah. So holla at me in the chat. Give me some of your mojo. Give me the 100. Give me a thumbs up. Give me whatever we do in the chat to give your boy the spirit so I can bust this song for you, yo. Give me 100 in the chat. Give me your feelings. Julio I was wondering, Julio. I was wondering if the party could begin. Give me your inspiration in the chat so I could do this, explain this. Blackula. All right, here we go. Boom, fire in the chat. Here we go. AI clip this. This important. First degree the DE. Brother Lynch hung. Funk beta. Blackula. I'm serving fools the blues sideways on them gold shoes. With the homie Young Joke ready to bruise. Got those for sale, selling at wholesale, you know. Got those for sale, selling at wholesale, you know. Tongue twister. Then I'm up and I'm out. I'm hitting the road. I'm doing shows. I'm slanging perfect DE. Boom, boom, $10 a pop. This is when I first started doing shows, but this is before Nicotina though. This is before Nick. Nobody, you gotta understand, nobody was doing shows. That's what First Degree to D brought to Sacramento, going up out these borders and doing shows and letting them all know. I can't tell you how many times I've been somewhere and they never heard of Lynch, never heard of SIBO, never heard of X Rated, never heard of Mac Dre. Just in the middle of nowhere, just rocking the mic for the mighty Fahrenheit Schlangs, yo. I used to just challenge myself and just throw myself in these positions. I'm slinging perfect DE, boom, boom. $10 a pop. Yeah, it's expensive, but it'll have you gone raw. Trying not to get casted. Cause they done heard that fool degree, he done found pacing through the jungle like a beast. Jungle made of concrete that require cleats. Anytime you hear me talking about cleats, that's dating back to the Rat Pack days, yo. Anytime you hear me talking about concrete and some cleats, we talking about the Rat Pack days, yo. I see Julio put in the chat, you best believe that's Rat Pack days, yo. Crucial point was there for your boy. Hey, Luno, Rap Shad, Montabulus Rex the King. They was all there for your boy at the funeral. For my pops, they the original Rat Pack. Through the jungle like a beast. Jungle made of concrete that required cleats, saying, get on your beat, sweets, chills. I don't want your spills. Spills like your antics. Saying, get on your beat, sweets, chills. I don't want your spills. You ain't paid me enough from last night's cheap thrills. So click your heels. Speaking of which, that's what's Dorothy, Wizard of Oz. So click your heels, that's a Wizard of Oz. Little random fact, the Wheel of Fortune studio in which we are champion, they filmed Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy in the same place they filmed The Wizard of Oz. Just a little random thought. Because when I did Wheel of Fortune first, I got the makeup and all that kind of stuff. We were in the Jeopardy studio. They're right next to each other. The whole thing is what they did. So that's how long these people been owning this stuff, man. Moving forward. So click your heels, then holla at the D. I'm doing quarter-pound quality rounds in the zone of the minty. It's on my personal bash, little cash, but I don't flaunt it none. I'm in a little t-shirt and sweats, Nissan Maximilian. That was the name of my car at the time. Nissan Maximilian bumping these licks. Licks that ain't out yet. This is a line people like. Bumping them licks. Licks that ain't out yet. Brother Lynch, D.E., who would make them sweat. That come from, man, I was bumping loaded, you know? Imagine bumping loaded and someone hears it, they know it's Lynch, but it's like, what is that? And imagine being on the song and you just gotta wait. I remember waiting for Loaded to come out. Because these things, when you're on they were with Priority at the time. When you're on these major levels, it takes forever. Just like Underbelly Sound Wars is about to take forever. I had to wait, but that don't mean I wasn't bumping it, yo. So imagine bumping Loaded. People looking at you, know it's Lynch, but have no idea what you're bumping. Bumping these licks. Licks that ain't out yet. Brother Lynch, D.E., ooh, would make 'em sweat. Sick made Fahrenheit, ooh, that's how it get. Rilla partners to my right, hog rillas to my left, sick folks to my front, family rillas to my rear. That's all corners. Ah! That's full surrounded. Sick made Fahrenheit, ooh, that's how I get. Rilla partners to my right, hog rillas to my left. Sick folk to the sick maiden. Sick folk to my front, but I got my family to my rear. D just trying to be surrounded by good cheer this year. I heard that. Sick folk to my front, family realers to my rear. You just try to be surrounded by good cheer this year. Y'all don't hear. Y'all continue to talk too much. You better sharpen your hustle, learn to prowl like us Blackulas. Some folks lie and some folks speak the truth. Some are realize and some are mushrooms. And then there's me. I like Bible hypnotizer beauty. That's why I Blackula. That's why I Blackula. I've never told that story before. Okay? Fahrenheit out, Fahrenheit out, Fahrenheit. I tell stories I've never told before. It's the Fahrenheit. We back, yo. Had to take a 1 week break and take care of the fam and just get it all back together. But now we're back. I needed y'all, man. So I really appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Loaded was the slap. Security unreached. All right, y'all. Say it with your boy. All praise due to the Fahrenheit Schlang. It is the Schlangs that brings us here together. All praise due to the Fahrenheit Schlangs. It is the Schlangs that brings us purpose. Meet me back here tomorrow. Same Fahrenheit station. Same Fahrenheit. Peace, y'all.